Hi, everyone. We're here at the European Blockchain Convention, number 11, day 2. Starting our day with Guillaume Dechaux, Managing Director at Consensys. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Great to be here.
How has it been for you in Barcelona so far?
Yeah, it was great. A lot of interesting people, a lot of institutions, and yeah, I was surprised to see the level of the people. It's great to be there.
It's definitely one of the best events I think this industry has to offer. So you come from Consensys. You just told me you've been there for 8 years, right?
Yes, 8 years. It's long. It's like a century, but yeah.
So MetaMask is probably, the first gateway for people coming into crypto. It's like, the easiest onboarding, the most user-friendly experience. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have built there in order to help mass adoption and to help bring the crowds in.
Yeah. So on my side, I'm on the linear, but I'm happy to talk about a bit about MetaMask. Indeed, you may have seen that MetaMask has been shipping a lot of new features for many years. The users have been complaining a bit about the user experience on MetaMask, but it's been changing massively. But what people need to know is that MetaMask is built for not for 50 million people, 100 million. It's built for billions of people. So each time we ship something, it has to be to flow the whole stack and all the teams involved. So among all the things which have been launched recently, the last one was the MetaMask rewards, which is very interesting. I think Joe mentioned eventually that, or Joe Lubin mentioned eventually there will be a MetaMask token. So we shall see there. But apart from that, there is the roadmap for MetaMask launching DEXs. So we already have EtherX, but the EtherX on Linea will be integrated on MetaMask very soon. There will be perps. There will be RWAs. Basically, MetaMask become the home or your the front door to access over tree. So it's quite interesting.
So you mentioned you come from the Linea side, and this has also been recently launched with the layer 2. Tell me a little bit about the process, what you guys have built there for developers.
It's interesting, Linea, because it's not a new project. So it came from the research team, mostly based in Paris, actually. It started in 2019. So it's we see a lot of edges coming in the market, but it's a very amazing project because the angle they've taken is very different from all the other edges. The main edges that are Arbitrum, so far Arbitrum, Optimism, but they are optimistic product. What they did originally is to take the what we call algorithmization. Basically, they take all of the smart contracts and they transform it into mathematical formulas, and then they it goes to the mainnet. It's 10 times cheaper, 10 times faster. So we really believe that that's going to change. The second thing about the linear is that the tokenomics are unique. What we wanted is to be 100% aligned with Ethereum. So the whole tokenomics are about burning linear token, but more importantly, even to burn Ether. So the more transaction on linear, the more ETH we're burning. It's just a way to give back more value to Ethereum. It's true that there was the last few years, the Ethereum price, there was always a comparison between the Bitcoin going to 100 at 1,000 and the ETH being at 2,000. And you may have seen now that ETH is going up. And I think with our old unique tokenomics to be aligned with Ethereum, we think it's going to grow a bit more. So Linea is also 100% open source. You may have heard, and I cannot really comment about it, that a lot of financial institutions are looking at Linea for its unique capabilities. And so on one side, we have Linea, but Linea being open source, we can also imagine some what we call app chains. App chains are just a paste and copy of Linea, and where you can deploy your own Linea chain, basically. And I think it's quite important for financial institutions because they want to control the sponsor. They want to control. They want to be permissionless, but at the same time have some KYC on the chain to make sure that all the financial institutions coming on the network are KYC'd. So they need privacy as well. And I think Linea will bring all of that. There's a very heavy technical roadmap. So uh, in our technical language, we said that the way we measure the quality of a chain is the classification of L2V. So very soon we're going to be stage 1 as the same level as Arbitrum. And Q1 26, the objective is to be stage 2, which is the highest level of compatibility with Ethereum. So yeah, it's a lot of things ahead of us.
So, what do you think are the most exciting things in the roadmap for 2026, either fully now or Consensys in general? What are the milestones that you're going to be mostly excited about?
So yeah, even myself, I can't keep track of all the initiatives. So the MetaMask reward were announced last week. Months before, it was a MetaMask stablecoin. We have the MetaMask card. So MetaMask card is unique as well because you can spend for the first time your stablecoin directly at the shop. So you don't need to convert first into the local currency. You just go to any shop and you can spend your USDCs or even MUSDs through the card. So that's great. So I think it's all of those recent initiatives that we've made on MetaMask are just going to be grew in 2026. For Linea, it's really about growing. So we started with a $2 billion FDV, but obviously we are convinced that a lot of more ETH are going to flow our bridge. We're launching in the next few weeks what we call the native bridge, native yield. Sorry, it's just by coming on the Linea chain. Users who deploy in certain dApps or core assets, they will receive a yield naturally. So the Linea is really aligned with Ethereum. You receive a yield just by coming on Linea. So that's so the launch is in beginning of December. And again, all the technical progress as I mentioned before, becoming stage 2 on L2Beat is in motion and will be for Q1 2026.
Amazing. Super exciting to hear. We look forward to see all of that coming to light. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.